What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to GTA Online, guys. And well, the second drip feed vehicle is now live, guys. The Vapid Dominator ASP, which is going to be a Mustang SVT Cobra. This thing looks freaking awesome. Let's go customize it. Alright, guys, so let's jump right into this right now. So let's do the armor there, the brakes, bumpers. Ooh, a lot of bumpers to look at. Awesome. Okay. So a lot of customization already for this thing, which is pretty awesome. I know this is one of the cars everybody was really looking forward to, so it's pretty awesome to see it in the game. I don't know, I'm not really feeling any of these bumpers, to be honest. Like, that's, interesting. Honestly, might just leave this stock. There's one bumper that looked kind of good. That one looks pretty cool. What's the difference, though? Okay, that one does change it a little bit. We go back there, you guys can see the bit of a difference there. You see, it looks a little bit different in front. Honestly, I think the primary bumper looks better. I'm gonna leave that one on there. Rear bumpers, let's take a look at these. Okay. That one blocks part of the exhaust there, it looks like. That's pretty nice, I do like that. That actually looks really good. Yeah, these actually don't look bad, honestly. Most of the bumpers actually look pretty cool. So that's the stock bumper there, which obviously resembles the Mustang a lot. This thing looks very close, too. Rockstar getting real close to these designs. If we were to put a different bumper on, it'd probably be something like that. I'll throw that one on there. Moving over to the engine here, engine block. Let's see. So you can change the engine block a little bit. Probably just the colors. I'll go primary right there. Rail covers. Oh, you can change that. Pretty cool. Wow, there's 26 of these. Probably just different colors and stuff like that. My guess, I'll zoom in a little bit here to take a look. Yeah, basically just like different colors and stuff like that on them. They look pretty awesome though. Wow, they did a lot for this one. Even showing the beginning of the engine there too. Looks pretty good. I mean, there's a lot to choose from with it at least, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna go with that one. Moving over to fittings here. Wow, so you can do all kinds of stuff with this too. Similar to the other Mustang, you can put on like the supercharger and all that. Wow. That's actually pretty awesome how they're putting in like designs like that. So this is probably one thing we might be able to see in future cars maybe, is actually having different engine customization for them. It's pretty awesome. The chrome supercharger. I'll go with the chrome supercharger there. Moving over to strut brace. These are pretty much straightforward. I'll go with the carbon. You guys are probably well aware what all these look like here. Pretty much the same for each car there. Moving over to the engine tunes. Get that done. Intercoolers. You can't really see too much. I'll go with the twin fan one there. Moving over to the exhausts. So you can't have a dual exhaust there. Also make it look like a big battery. Ooh, dual exhausts actually look pretty good on there. That's probably, I guess side. Yeah, that's a side exhaust there. There's another side exhaust. You get a twin. Having issues moving the camera there. Probably gonna have to go with dual exhaust. Looks nice, actually. I'll go with that on there. Moving over to the fenders. A really good looking vehicle. So the fenders do not fit the car, which I'm hoping eventually they'll add, you know, the option to like bring your wheels out, because that just doesn't really look that good, honestly, how it doesn't really fit it too much there. So I'm gonna end up leaving that stock, because the regular, you can see how good the regular wheels look on their hoods. Hood catches, these are probably the little pins you could put on there. Seems like each car have these as well. Moving over to the actual hoods here, so 26 hoods, this will be interesting. There's a lot of hoods to choose from as well, so at least they're going crazy with the customization. Like I said, I know this was one of those cars everybody was waiting for, so it's pretty cool to see it in the game here. It looks really nice, they did a great job with the design of it. A lot of hoods to choose from. I'm not really sure if I'm really feeling any of these, honestly, though. I think the regular hood looks pretty cool. The one with the hood scoop looks nice as well, but also doesn't really fit the car too much either. Sure, people probably add some hoods to this. Personally, I might end up leaving the hood stock. I'm kind of weird like that. I think it just looks better just like that. Moving over to the horns, we don't care about that. Interior dash, let's see. So every dash has a stripped interior you can do. So I'm going to go with the carbon and stripped racing there. Dials. Pretty cool, you can actually do the dials as well. Dial in the engine there, have it like that. Personally, probably going to go with that one there. They all look pretty good. Doors, probably the regular doors. So the doors are going to be the same as the other cars as well. So for this, honestly, I might just leave that stock as well, just because I don't really The doors are cool, but like, nah. Alright guys, so moving over to the seats here. For this one, I'm going to take a look at these. So I'm guessing all the seats are probably the same as the other car there. Those look pretty nice. I'm going to have to go with that one, honestly. But looking at the other ones here. So the seats are going to be the same for the other cars as well. I can definitely think that'd be the normal thing there. So steering wheel here. We go with that wheel on there. Moving over to the roll cage, you guys see that I already have the regular cage on there, but looking at it here, this is a no cage. Half cage is just in the back there. Other roll cage actually look pretty nice. I have the full one in there, which I think looks pretty good. Then guys, lights are going to be normal there. Nothing to worry about. Here are the liveries right here, which I actually think some of them actually look pretty dope. I might have to throw a livery on there, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, it's cool how they're actually making like the liveries actually unique. So this one doesn't have any extra liveries, like you can level up with the other cars there. So louvers here. If you guys are wondering, it does change the taillights as well, throwing them on there. Moving over to the mirrors, which actually have the primary on there. You can have the stock if you want, or the secondary. I'm just leave the primary there. And then mud guards. I don't think I'm gonna put any mud guards on here. Mainly because like I don't know. I mean, it looks okay with them, but I don't really think this car needs those personally. It does look pretty good with them. So those are the mud guards you could throw on there. Plate done. So when it comes to the color of this car, I was thinking something a little different. Yeah, definitely not whatever that is. The cool color is that. Let's see. Maybe I could go with something. Maybe I'll go with a white color on this car. Or I think I'm gonna go with a red on here. Don't want to waste any time here with this. Let's throw a red on there right now. That one lovely red looking color. Yes, that. Pearlescent is red. Let's make the pearlescent black there. Secondary. So it's blue. Let's make the secondary color black there. And then if we move over, trim colors is going to be in the interior here. You can see what it changes there. Personally, I'm probably going to leave this regular too, just because you want to like overdo it there. And looking at the roof upgrades here, you could change the roof to carbon secondary color if you want, which actually looks pretty dang nice in a secondary color. Honestly, I'm going to make that a secondary color there, and then moving over to the skirts. So the skirt actually doesn't look too bad, to be honest. I'll probably go with a secondary skirt on there, actually. They actually look pretty good. Sometimes you just don't fit the car correctly, and it kind of bugs me a little bit, but that actually looks pretty good. These are all the skirts here. You can make them secondary, which do look pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. All the way down there. So those are all the skirts personally. So that's a regular skirt that's on the car right now, if you guys are wondering. So you can change that. One skirt looks pretty nice, yeah. So I'll go with the primary street skirt on there. Alright, let's see how these look, guys. So that's the ducktail there, secondary color. So the regular spoiler is that. Doesn't look too bad on there. But I know this thing does not actually have that wing on it, I don't think. It has a little baby wing on it. So the ducktail looks pretty nice, actually. Drag spoiler looks cool. So there's a lot of spoilers to choose from. Arrow wing actually looks pretty nice on there too, but I kind of don't like how it has like the double piece there. Doesn't look that good personally. And then moving over to these, personally I'm gonna have to go with that, honestly. Ducktail. Sun stripes I probably won't add, but you guys can check those out as well if you'd like. Suspension, let's lower this thing all the way down here. Transmission upgrades. You can make the trunk black there. Looks pretty nice. Secondary color, that is, if whatever secondary color is. Turbo. So guys, when it comes to the wheels on this car, I'm going to have to go with something maybe similar to what the stock wheels are, but maybe a little different, but actually fit the car pretty well. So let's go take a look at the street wheels on here. Kind of had an idea of rims I'd put on here. Those actually look those actually look pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie. Moving over to these, let's see. Those actually look pretty nice too. So I want to make sure they fit in, they don't look like kind of weird. Sometimes the rims just don't fit the car very well. I'm thinking, thinking those one pair of rims actually look pretty nice. Yeah, those actually look pretty dope on here. I'm gonna throw those on there and see how they look with the, yeah, those look pretty nice. We'll go crazy, make them red. See, this is a little too much. Bulletproof tires, go tire design here. Ooh, yellow. Tire smoke doesn't really matter too much. This one's actually look nice on there. And then after the tires, guys, all we have is the windows left after that, which I'll go a light smoke tint there. Honestly, that's pretty much it for this car. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I think it looks pretty good like that. Looking forward to driving this thing. Let's go do that right now. Alright everybody, now that we're outside, let's take another look at the Dominator right now. And like, I have to say, Rockstar did such a great job on this thing. I mean, just look at it. I mean, it's just so nice. Let's see how it sounds. So this thing does sound pretty dope as well. Let's open it up as well real fast right now to see how it actually looks when everything's open on it. This is definitely going to be one of those cars that everybody's going to buy because, well, for one, it looks freaking awesome, and Rockstar got this thing very close to the actual Cobra, which is crazy. So that's what it looks like open there. Let's close it up now and go drive it. So I am running default suspension here if you're wondering right now. When I get to the end of the road, I will switch it back to lowered though and test it out there. So let's see how this thing does. So right off the bat, acceleration was pretty dang impressive there. Let's drive it right now on this bridge here. So I'm going to go in first person, check the odometer. I know this thing can be kind of inaccurate at times, but I also feel like it's like your best bet at seeing how fast you're actually going. So this is actually doing 140. That is actually insane. Looks like the Hellfire and the Muscle Class might have another car it needs to worry about now because this thing is something else. Like, I'm flying through the city right now at 140 without lowered suspension. Like, if that's actually going that quick, that's actually pretty crazy. So I'm pretty impressed, honestly, everybody. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I'd already say buy the car right now, like, first quick test there. So let's turn it around right now and see how it does with lowered suspension. Because we all know this does make the cars faster. Let's see now. These new tuners are something else. They're pretty much better than most of the supercars. What the supercars have is the handling. The handling is definitely better on those cars. Those cars can bank turns, where these might struggle a bit on a little turn. But right there, I hit 140. Even past 140, that's actually insane. Wow. Like, these cars are something else. Well, that's a pretty easy city test there, guys. Let's go head up like on the highway there and see how it does over there. So I figured I'd go on the highway like out of Los Angeles as well, because I notice on every highway, you know, sometimes the cars are quick, sometimes they lose speed, kind of weird. So right there you guys can see I'm actually hitting 150 miles an hour there. It looked like for a second there, hitting the bumps of the highway area here. When I was actually heading back to the city, like I said, in a mission with the new 911 Carrera looking car, which that Comet is freaking awesome. I hit 170 as I run into that car right there. I could not believe how fast I was actually going. The car was like gliding across the ground. It was something else. And now we have this car as well, which is completely gliding on the highway at 135 and pushing to 140 right now. Which I know everyone's going to be like, well, sometimes the odometers aren't the most accurate. The reason why I keep mentioning that is because I have noticed sometimes they are different. But it seems like this car is holding this pretty dang well right now. I'm honestly shocked how fast these cars are. Like, I'm not even going to lie. You guys got to check this car out. Like, I'd buy it, honestly. It's 1.7 million, like, without trade price. Like, do you guys see that? I'm doing 150 right now. Like, it's fast. It's real fast. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. And this thing is absolutely insane. Like, my goodness. The Coleco, you better watch out because you might be getting dominated. Okay, that was a little bad, but regardless, guys, I highly recommend checking this thing out if you haven't already. I'm going to turn back and come back this way with it. See how it does come back this direction. But right now, it's kind of insane. I know the lower suspension makes a difference. So on my way back on the highway, I'll turn the lower suspension off and put on default. See how it does on the way back. That car luckily took my headlight out there, sorry. And, well, unfortunately, can't do anything about that. But I'm going to head back right now and see how this thing does without the lowered suspension. So now that we are entering the highway over here, let's go over here and turn off the suspension here to make it default. Let's see how this thing does now. So we can still hold that 140 mark without the lowered suspension there. I'm honestly surprised anyway, because this thing is something else. I'm glad I've actually bought this, and I think everybody will probably end up buying it because, well, you know, it's 1.7 million, but we all kind of expect the cars to be that fast. So right now, and I should say expensive as well, because what they are, most of the cars are on the price of a lot of the supercars here are dang close to it. So I'm on default right now, almost heading to 140 miles an hour. So the lower suspension might make a bit of a difference there. But overall, it seems like it's pretty similar. As you guys see right there, I am pretty much cruising at almost 140 again with it. This thing will probably beat most of the cars on the road when you're racing with your friends, like racing against other supercars. You'll probably just pass them like nothing. Even though some of the supercars are affected by bumps as well, which I know the Emirates is. But this car's got some crazy speed to it for what it is, so I'm almost doing 140 over here. Lowered, I'd probably be doing a little bit better, so what I could do is right now, actually, see if I can multitask here and not run into a guardrail. Alright, let's put that on lowered. So now I'm on lowered. Let's see if it does get a boost of speed here. I know I'm changing highway areas. But that's pretty much there. That's pretty much a speed, guys, so definitely check this car out if you haven't. Looks like the Clico might have a new friend to race with because this thing's crazy. Hellfire, better watch out because you might get dominated, like legit. Thank you guys so much for watching.